My child, in this very moment, heaven is watching, and I am the one who has drawn you here. You did not stumble into this message by accident. You were led, you were guided, you were carried into this exact moment by a divine appointment that was written over your life long before you ever breathed your first breath. My beloved one, you are standing at the threshold of a holy shift, a moment where the unseen realm leans close, where my presence surrounds you, and where your spirit is being positioned to receive what only I can give. My precious one, understand this. There is a time for every purpose under heaven, as it is spoken in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. And now you are stepping into your appointed time, not a random time, not an ordinary time, a sacred time, a moment in which I am aligning things around you and within you so that you can finally see what I have been preparing. So be still, my child, just as Psalm chapter 46 verse 10 whispers, "Be still and know that I am God. Let your heart quiet itself before me. Let every weight slide off your shoulders. For when you become still, you become able to hear. When you become quiet, you become ready to receive." My beloved one, breathe deeply. Open your spirit. This is not merely the start of a video. This is the opening of a divine conversation. What I am about to speak carries healing clarity and revelation for your path. You have stepped into holy ground. My child, this is more than just something you are hearing in the background of your day. This is a direct encounter with my presence. In this quiet space between your heartbeat and your thoughts, I am drawing near to you. I am here, my beloved one, releasing truth shaped uniquely for your path, not for a crowd, not for a stranger, but for you. Even now, as you absorb these words, even if part of you is unsure or guarded, possibilities are opening up around you. Doors in the unseen are beginning to shift. A spiritual readiness is awakening inside you, a gentle opening of your heart to receive what you truly need, healing where you are wounded, peace where you are restless, and stillness where your mind has been running without rest. My precious one, this readiness did not begin today. It has been quietly forming through every long night, every tear you hid, every small decision to keep going when you wanted to give up. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was lost. I have been using even the moments that felt empty to prepare you for this holy time. But listen closely, my child. Pay attention to this moment. If you drift away before this word settles into your spirit, you may postpone or even set aside for a later season the very good I intended to release to you now. I do not say this to frighten you, but to wake you gently. This message reaching you at this exact time is distinct and holy. It is not meant for amusement or curiosity alone. It is an invitation to be with me. So breathe, my beloved one, slowly, calmly. Let your shoulders soften. Let the tension in your chest loosen. As you breathe, picture my peace resting over you like warm light. In the moments ahead, your material circumstances, the atmosphere in your home, and the way you walk with me can begin to shift. You may not see everything at once, but the turning has already begun. Consider this a serious word from my heart spoken in love. I have sent this message to you because the need is pressing. There are forces at work around you even now. The confusion in your thoughts, the unexpected tension with those close to you, the constant strain around your resources and your inner state. These things are not random. They rise from a battle taking place where your eyes cannot see, but your spirit can feel. Hear this, my beloved one. The one who stands against you has tried to diminish you, to make you feel small, overlooked, and unworthy. He has tried to slow your progress, to tangle your steps, to weaken your spirit, so you would quietly surrender the dreams I placed within you. But his influence is breaking. Even now, as you listen and stay present, the grip of that opposition grows weaker. My child, I am sending this word to lead you out of difficulty and into the life I carefully prepared for you. You are not forgotten in a corner of your story. You are not trapped in a loop that has no exit. When you felt blocked, when paths shut in front of you, when you watched opportunities open easily for others, while you stood waiting, I saw the questions in your heart. You wondered, why does it always seem harder for me? Why do doors stay closed, even when I pray sincerely? My precious one, what you faced was not a sign of my absence, but evidence of a contention in the spiritual realm over your destiny. Your adversary did not want you to arrive here, in this exact moment, hearing these exact words, because he knows what happens when you recognize that heaven has been watching, and I have been fighting for you all along. My wish, my deep desire, is to bring good to you, not only in a distant future, but beginning now. I have watched you stand at the sink late at night, washing dishes, with tears in your eyes. I saw you sitting on the edge of your bed, staring at the wall, feeling the weight of unspoken worries. I was there when you woke in the stillness before dawn, checking your phone in the dim light, hoping for some sign of change. Every silent plea in the deep night reached me, and now, my child, I am answering. This is why your spirit senses a shift, even as you listen. This is not your imagination trying to comfort itself. It is validation from my heart to yours. If you feel a gentle warmth in your chest, a lightness in your breathing, or a quiet stirring of hope, that is my spirit brushing against yours, whispering, I am here. You are standing at the edge of a divine release, my precious one. But you must stay alert. The adversary would rather see you distracted, scrolling past, doubting, or dismissing this moment as nothing special. He will whisper that you are overthinking, that this cannot be for you. Do not agree with that voice. Breathe, my child. You do not need every answer right now, only the trust that I hold them. Stay with me. Stay present. This is a holy moment, and heaven is watching with love. As you listen, my child, the time you are in right now is tender and important. The moments passing as you listen are not empty seconds. They are like seeds being placed into the soil of your future. In the unseen realm, a specific time has already been set in motion for you, and that time is now. My timing is not like yours, my beloved one. You measure by clocks and calendars. I measure by readiness of the heart. And your heart, even with its questions and tremors, is more ready than you think. In these next moments, the realm of spirit is acting on your behalf. Quietly, deliberately, I am ordering a change over your life, in your material situation, in your health, in your peace of mind, and in the atmosphere of the place you call home. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but like dawn before the sun fully rises, the light is already touching the horizon. But listen closely, my precious one. If you wait to believe until everything looks safe, if you hold back and say, I will trust only when I see it, then this specific opportunity for good may slip into another season. I am not threatening you. I am inviting you. This moment is personal. It is tied to you and your journey. A decree has been spoken over your life in the courts of heaven, and that decree says restoration, wholeness, Grace in motion. What I am releasing now is a flow of what you need, not always what you imagined, but exactly what will make you whole. A special grace is beginning to take effect, like living water moving into dry places within you. But there is one requirement, my child. You must choose to believe, and you must let that belief take a simple, visible form. Do not be afraid. I am not asking you for something heavy. The first step I ask of you is small in action, but great in weight. My beloved one, write these words, or speak them with your lips slowly, and with meaning. I receive this gift from you, Lord. Let them be more than just words you repeat. Let them be your yes to me. This is not for appearances. This is not a performance. It is a sign of your faith, a gentle flag raised in the Spirit, saying, I agree with what heaven is doing in my life. The unseen world takes note when you align your heart and your actions with my whisper. When you write or speak in faith, you clear away obstacles that have sat in your path for a long time. So write it now, my precious one, or whisper it where you are. I receive this gift from the divine. Feel the weight of it as you say it. Feel how your spirit responds, how a small shift happens inside you. For every time you voice what I am doing, possibilities begin to open. Something rigid begins to soften. Something stuck begins to move. Do not delay, my child. This is not about me needing your words. This is about your heart stepping out of fear and into agreement with my truth. This moment is revealing where your trust rests. It is showing you whether you are willing to take even a small step with me when you cannot yet see the whole road. Many hear words like these and say, that is beautiful, then quickly move on, returning to the same patterns, the same doubts, the same heaviness. Later they wonder why nothing has changed. My beloved one, I am speaking softly to your spirit right now. Do not be among those who only listen, but never respond. Stay, believe, put it in writing. Let your fingers, your breath, your voice bear witness to your faith. Accept in this moment all that I am preparing to unfold in your life. You do not have to understand every detail. You only need to say yes. A word of assurance has already gone out over your existence from the higher place. On this very day, in this very hour, you are living a change is taking place in the unseen on your behalf. Not next month, not one day, in some distant future. This day, this instant, has been marked in eternity as a turning point for you. The fact that you are hearing these words is proof that the spiritual realm has brought an assurance specifically to your doorstep. This is not a general announcement for the whole world. This is a personal knocking at the door of your heart. It is not for those who treat holy moments as casual. It is not for those who drift away in distraction. It is for those I have gently summoned, and my child, that includes you. My precious one, those whom I summon, do not treat moments like this as common. They pause. They feel the weight of it. They answer. They whisper back, I hear you. I receive this. And when they do, the truth I have spoken over their lives does not return empty. It begins to shape their days. But it rests on your consent, not only in feeling, but in spirit and in action. Right now, something I declared over you long ago is beginning to take form. A chance that seemed long gone is starting to reopen. A person who withheld peace or forgiveness or something you deeply needed is being moved toward a change of heart. A battle you have fought in private when no one saw your tears is nearing a visible victory. You are not forgotten, my beloved one. are held in my thoughts. Your faithfulness, the times you kept going, the nights you cried and still chose to hope, has never escaped my notice. I saw when you wiped away the tears no one else noticed. I heard when you whispered, "Help me," in a room where everyone thought you were fine. I watched when you got up again after another disappointment, even though your heart felt tired. And now, my child, what you need is being sent. I favor those who move in faith, not because I love them more, but because faith opens the door for me to pour out what I have been longing to give. That is why I am asking you again gently, but clearly, declare the truth of this moment. Write it, speak it, claim it as yours. This day is not like other days for you, my precious one. You have changed. You have grown in understanding. You are more courageous than before, even if you still feel fragile. And now, good is drawing near faster than you think, quieter than you expect, but stronger than what has opposed you. My child, hear me now with the quiet part of your spirit, the place where fear loosens and truth settles gently. I am not seeking flawlessness from you. I am seeking belief. Your trust, even when trembling, carries a strength the unseen realm recognizes. When you lean into me, even with shaking hands, heaven moves on your behalf. My beloved one, place your complete trust in me now, and I will do for you what no other hand, no other system, no other person could ever accomplish. I will return to you the season that felt stolen. I will transform your sorrow into deep and lasting gladness. I will bring fruitfulness into the parts of your life that have felt barren, dry, and overlooked. My word concerning you stands firm, and the good I have prepared is already making its way toward you. Soon, my precious one, you will sense a change in the very air surrounding you, a lightness, a clarity, a quiet shift deep within. This is not imagination. This is the unseen responding to your unwavering trust. What stood against you tried to block the good I intended, but it did not succeed. It could not succeed. Know this truth: the difficult seasons you endured, the delays that felt endless, the doors that closed before you, none of these were random. There were forces resisting the purpose within you. They recognized the strength I placed in your spirit, the lineage of blessing I've designed through your life, and the resilience I formed in you through every challenge. For this reason, they fought fiercely to weaken you before this very moment. But my child, they did not prevail. Every tear you shed, every moment you felt invisible, every time someone's words or silence wounded you, these were attempts to wear you down. Yet not one of them succeeded in turning your heart away from the path I set for you. You are still here, still listening, still seeking, still standing. That alone is a powerful sign of my hand resting upon you. Feel this truth sinking into your spirit. Now, my beloved one, your presence here receiving these words is evidence that I have overturned what was plotted against you. There were attempts to hold back your provision, but you are about to receive it. There were voices whispering, you were unworthy, but I tell you now, you are chosen. There were battles meant to exhaust your hope, but I have stepped in with divine intervention. Right now, something is shifting in the spiritual realm. Burdens of lack are being lifted. Emotional weights are being released. The heaviness you've been carrying in silence is beginning to loosen. What resisted you is being exposed. And when opposition is exposed, it loses power. And when power breaks, restoration begins. My child, you are stepping into a time of divine recovery. recovery of what you lost, recovery of what was delayed, recovery of what you thought might never return. But for this restoration to fully take root, I am asking you to act now, not later, not when life feels easier, not when you feel more prepared. Affirm this truth with your own voice. The opposition failed. I am rising in victory. Speak it softly or boldly. I hear both. Whisper it into your hands. Write it on a page. Let it move from your mind into the atmosphere around you. Because every time you declare this, it becomes a proclamation in the spirit, and the forces that once opposed you must respond. My beloved one, what was against you thought you would remain silent. They thought you would accept defeat, collapse under pressure, or believe the lie that nothing would change. But instead, you are declaring your stand with your words. You are saying, I am not overcome. I am not defeated. I am chosen, empowered, and moving forward. And I hear every word you speak or write. Every declaration is like a light piercing the fog around you. Do not hesitate. Say it again gently or firmly, but say it with faith. The opposition failed. I am rising in victory. And as you affirm it, something inside you will begin to align with it. For the moment you declare your rise, you are no longer just enduring challenges, you are stepping into purpose. The spiritual realm shifts when your spirit agrees with my truth. The opposition that fought to delay you will regret every attempt it made, because now I am accelerating the good I have prepared for your life. Your name is being brought forward in ways you could not orchestrate. Provision is being directed toward you. Peace is returning to your dwelling place. Joy is beginning to find you again. All of this because the opposition failed. My child, I have walked beside you through every quiet battle you fought. I know the nights you stayed awake with worry. I know the moments you felt unseen, unheard, and misunderstood. I know the questions you kept in your heart because you were afraid no one would understand. And now, my precious one, as circumstances begin aligning with my design, the one who opposes you has sensed the turning. That is why your mind has been targeted with distractions, doubts, and emotional waves. But do not fear, this is only a sign that my promise is unfolding. You are receiving this word now, not randomly, not by accident, but because your spirit is ready. And I, your God, am ready to reveal what comes next. My child, lean in now, for what I am about to unfold speaks directly to the quiet battles inside you, the ones no one else sees, the ones you've tried to silence, but that return again and again. My beloved one, there are certain thoughts that rise within you that do not come from your own spirit. They are attempts, deliberate attempts, to disturb your peace, to plant fear where I am planting faith, to shake the ground beneath your feet, just as you begin to rise. These thoughts come like whispers in the back of your mind. You're not enough. Nothing will change. You're falling behind. Something is wrong with you. My precious one, those whispers do not belong to you. They are not your truth, and they certainly do not come from me. Understand this: noticing a thought is one thing, but allowing it to take root, to settle in your spirit, to shape your self-worth, that is where the battle lies. Many people welcome thoughts they should have gently turned away. But the part of you that belongs to me, the part infused with my breath, cannot hold on to thoughts that diminish you. They feel heavy because they are foreign. They feel painful because they do not fit the shape of who you truly are. This requires your conscious participation, my child, not striving, not fighting with force, but leaning into me. When a discouraging thought rises, pause and breathe. When an unwanted idea tries to settle in your mind, redirect your attention to my presence. When blame or fear tries to coil around your heart, speak softly. My peace within is safe with my God. As you draw near to me, even in the smallest way, my closeness brings release. My presence settles the storm. My nearness lifts the weight you've been carrying. My beloved one, let go of the belief that certain thoughts are just part of you or inevitable. They are not. You are not destined to live in inner turmoil. You are not meant to navigate life with a mind that battles itself day after day. The peace I give is not temporary. It does not depend on perfect surroundings or everything going right. It flows from my presence, not your circumstances. When you actively apply your inner strength, the strength I placed within you, with trust and understanding, you will find your quietness restored piece by piece. My purpose is not only to lift the heavy thoughts from your mind, but to make my dwelling place exactly where those burdens once lived. Where I reside, there is freedom. Where my spirit rests, there is peace that lasts. And my precious one, once that space inside you is freed, it does not remain empty. It becomes ready for clarity, ready for fresh wisdom, ready for the next steps I will reveal. The calm I bring is not the absence of challenge. It is the quiet confidence that you are never alone in the challenge. Even in the valley, my hand never left you. Even in confusion, I stood beside you. Even in silence, I was preparing your answer. Knowing me does not mean life will be free of storms, but it means your boat will never sink while I am inside it with you. It means you will learn the difference between outer difficulty and inner collapse, and you will choose stability inside, even when the outside feels uncertain. The key, my child, is where you place your attention. A heart anchored in me is not easily shaken. A mind fixed on my presence is not easily swayed by emotion or fear. When you choose to look to me, even while feeling overwhelmed, darkness loses its grip. Anxiety loses its voice. Doubt loses its authority. And as you practice this shift day by day, moment by moment, strength grows inside you. Not the loud kind that everyone sees, but the quiet, steady strength that keeps you standing when everything else tells you to fall. My beloved one, honoring me in your thoughts is not simply reverence, it is a spiritual action. When you lift your eyes toward me, the chains around your inner world begin to loosen. When you declare truth about who I am, confusion breaks apart. When you let your voice whisper hope, even when you don't fully feel it, heaven moves. This inner power is built through consistency, small moments, simple choices, whispered prayers, soft surrender, turning to me not for explanation, but for companionship. Singing through the ache, pausing when overwhelmed, letting yourself breathe when thoughts tighten. My child, you do not need every answer. You do not need every detail. You only need to keep turning your inner gaze toward me. And as you do, something sacred will begin to take form inside you, a sanctuary of calm where fear cannot rule, a stillness where my voice becomes clear, a quietness where you can finally hear the guidance I've been giving all along. You are not alone in this. You never have been. And as you practice this inner turning, you will begin to understand the peace you thought you lost was never gone. It was waiting for your heart to slow, waiting for your breath to deepen, waiting for you to remember that you are mine, and I am here. My child, listen closely now, for what I am about to share will reshape the way you see your journey and the way you understand my guidance in your life. My beloved one, when I speak to you, my aim is not simply to give you commands or instructions. I am not trying to overwhelm you with rules or burdens. I am trying to transform the way you see, the way you think, and the way you understand everything around you. People often cling tightly to what they already know, their patterns, their fears, their explanations, their wounds. But my approach is different. I gently dismantle the old ways of thinking that limit you. I loosen the rigid beliefs that keep you trapped inside old versions of yourself. I guide you into places you never imagined you could walk. Not to confuse you, my precious one, but to help you grow into the fullness I have always seen in you. There will be moments when the insights I give you will challenge your routines, your habits, even the way you see yourself. And though these moments may feel uncomfortable, they are holy moments, sacred invitations into renewal. Because unless the outdated ways of thinking within you are confronted, the deeper understanding in your spirit cannot be refreshed. There will be times I ask you to release something that once felt essential. Times I urge you to step towards someone who once caused you pain. Times I call you to bring grace to a heart that wounded yours. Times I invite you to start over when everything feels too heavy to lift again. These instructions may not always make sense from a human point of view, but they are right from where I stand. I see your whole path. You see only one step at a time. My child, what truly matters is not that you fully understand every piece of what I am guiding you into. What matters is that you trust me enough to take the next small step, even if your heart shakes as you take it. Sometimes obedience feels like surrendering the last bit of control you thought you had. Sometimes it feels like stepping into fog, unsure of what lies ahead. But every time you respond to my whisper, you open yourself to a miracle. This is what I ask of you. Cease resisting the transformation I am bringing within you. Stop justifying the thoughts that tear you down. Stop clinging to behaviors that drain your spirit. Stop holding on to identities shaped by old wounds instead of by my love. Instead, declare softly, even if your voice trembles, I do not fully understand, but I will move in the direction you're leading me. My precious one, this moment of yielding is where true clarity begins. A deeper connection with me forms precisely when you loosen your grip on your own understanding. When you yield your thoughts, your limits, your interpretations, your expectations, you make room for my perspective. Only then does your inner vision begin to align with the truth of who I am and with the truth of who you are in me. As your inner world aligns with my design, confusion loses its foundation, doubt loses its seat, fear loses its authority. When your thoughts harmonize with mine, there is no longer room for uncertainty to rule you. My beloved one, this is where confidence, the holy kind, begins to rise. Not the loud confidence of the world, but the quiet, steady kind that comes from knowing you are guided, held, and deeply known. Your journey with me never begins with solving everything in your mind. It begins with yielding. When you entrust your path, your tasks, your decisions, your worries, and your desires into my hands, I soothe your inner waters. I bring stillness to your mind. I direct your steps with clarity you cannot produce on your own. My child, the time has come to stop making choices based on fear. Stop letting anxiety be your counselor. Stop letting past hurt become the voice that shapes your decisions. It is time to offer me your desires, your gifts, your questions, and even your uncertainties. A heart at peace becomes a heart that can hear me clearly. When you yield everything to my keeping, I can finally move freely in your life. So speak to me about this day. Share with me what you hope for. Let me into the places you've guarded. Lean your whole being onto my strength. Pause before you act. Whisper to me before you decide. Unfold your path before my gaze, and watch how your inner thoughts begin to reflect my presence. My beloved one, genuine inner peace is not simply the absence of worry. It is the alignment of your spirit with my design. It is the quiet recognition that every moment of your life has purpose, even the moments that confused you. If these words feel as though they have reached you at the perfect time, trust that they have. Welcome this assurance into your heart. Let it rest inside you, and allow me to continue the work I have already begun. My precious child, breathe now, for I am here. My child, pause with me now. Let the noise around you fade just a little more, and let your spirit become aware of my presence. I care deeply about your inner world, the thoughts you hide, the wounds you carry, the fears you never speak aloud. My beloved one, I see what others overlook. I hear the words you never voice. I understand the heaviness you push down because you don't want to burden anyone. I know the seasons of confusion you've walked through. I know the inner battles you fought in silence, those long stretches where your thoughts felt tangled, where hope flickered unsteadily, where you wondered if things would ever feel clear again. My precious child, none of that was meaningless. None of it was wasted. I purposed for you to receive this very moment because now your heart is ready for a deeper release. I tell you plainly, I am able to bring freshness, wholeness, and renewal to your inner thoughts. The weight you've carried, no matter how long it has been there, does not intimidate me. The knots in your emotions, the confusion in your mind, the ache in your memory, all of these can be softened in my presence. There is no wound too old for me to heal, no fear too rooted for me to uproot, no pattern too strong for me to break. But my child, the path forward is this. Will you keep struggling in your own strength, or will you surrender your inner world to my care? Let me carry what you were never meant to hold alone. Let me tend to the hidden places within you. Let me sit beside the parts of your heart that feel fragile and afraid. I invite you into a new way of living in existence, where your spirit is unweighted, where quietness pushes out doubt, where my promises replace the old burdens you used to cling to. This is not a fantasy. This is not wishful thinking. This is the life I have been preparing you to enter. My beloved one, your journey to this moment delights me. It tells me that despite everything, your heart still longs for transformation. You still reach for me. You still hope even when you're tired. And I want you to understand this clearly. You are not walking this path alone. I am with you. I have always been with you. My precious child, we journey side by side. There is no place in your inner world too dark for my light. No thought too chaotic for my peace. No emotion too heavy for my hands. And hear me, these are not the last words I have for you. There is more I long to reveal, more healing. I desire to bring more strength. I want to awaken in you. So permit your inner self to find rest. Allow a profound stillness to settle deeper than your breath. Let your spirit become quiet in my presence. What I am revealing next carries weight, and I want you to be able to receive it without fear, clouding your hearing. My child, this is a sacred juncture, a holy turning point. An entrance that was once closed is now opening before you. You may feel it, a subtle stirring inside, a soft shift in your awareness, a breath of relief you didn't expect. That is my hand. That is my timing. That is my invitation. You perceive my voice clearly in this moment because your spirit is finally aligned with what I've been preparing. My words carry my strength, and they are touching places in you that have longed for reassurance. My beloved one, understand this with absolute certainty. I have never stopped seeing you. I have never lost track of you. I kept you close guarded. You carefully shielded you from battles you never even knew were forming around you. I was not late in helping you. I was deliberate. I was preparing everything, including you, for this appointed time. And now, my precious child, here you are, ready in a way you couldn't have been before, able to receive what would have overwhelmed you in any earlier season. You may ask, why did it take so long? My answer is gentle. It wasn't delay. It was preparation. Your tears, your waiting, your long nights, your endurance, they were shaping your strength, refining your spirit, softening your heart, and deepening your wisdom. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. My time. What you are beginning to feel within you that's stirring that quiet rise of hope is not just emotion. It is a holy signal. It is my indication that your moment has arrived. My beloved one, take a deep breath and receive this truth. You are ready, my child. Now that your spirit is open and your heart is steadying itself, there is more I must reveal to you. You have wondered often in silence why the path you walked felt so narrow, why the weight felt so heavy, why the answers came slowly, while others seemed to move freely and effortlessly. My beloved one, hear me gently. You were not being punished. You were being positioned. The nights you cried quietly, so no one would hear, the moments you remained steadfast, while others rushed ahead. The limits you honored when giving up would have been easier. All of these were part of your preparation. You were being shaped for what you are about to receive. You were being strengthened, refined, and matured in ways even you did not fully see. I watched you hold on to hope when nothing around you encouraged it. I saw you guard your heart even when pain tried to harden it. I noticed the times you chose compassion over anger, faith over fear, forgiveness over bitterness, even when it cost you something. My precious one, those choices were not small in my eyes. They were the very steps that aligned you with this moment. You are standing now where I needed you to be, not weaker than before, but deeper, wiser, and more anchored. Every quiet prayer you whispered into the stillness reached me. Every time you said, God, I don't understand, but I trust you, heaven took note. Nothing you offered in faith was lost. Everything has brought you to now. And now, my child, I am guiding your path with clearer signs, not to confuse you, but to simplify your steps. You may notice sudden nudges within your spirit, a pull toward new places, a longing for change, or a release from environments that once felt familiar. This is me. The subtle shifts in your desires, the gentle tug on your heart, the new restlessness or new peace. These are markers I am placing along your journey. Sometimes it shows up as a picture in your mind. Sometimes as a sentence you can't shake. Sometimes as a feeling that says it's time for something new. These are not random. They are breadcrumbs of direction, small lights along the path I have prepared for you. You never have to earn my embrace, my beloved one. You never have to prove your worthiness to walk with me. You don't need to be flawless to be chosen. You simply need to be willing to follow, willing to trust, willing to let go where I say, let go, willing to open your hands where I say, receive. And so in my love, I held back some things you deeply wanted, not to deny you, but to protect you. I withheld what you were not yet ready to carry. I paused certain blessings until your roots were strong enough not to break under them. My child, this was not cruelty. This was carefulness. This was love in its most protective form. The waiting was not punishment. It was placement. The quiet seasons were not abandonment. They were shaping. Even the loneliness, the isolation, the feeling of walking alone, these were not signs of neglect. They were the very conditions that allowed you to hear my voice more clearly, to depend on me more deeply, to grow in ways that crowds could never help you grow. My precious one, you were never unseen. Every moment of solitude sharpened your spirit. Every unanswered question drove you closer to me. Every closed door redirected you towards something better, aligned with your calling. And now a new part of your journey is unfolding, one guided by my timing, my preparation, and my love. The shift you've been sensing is real. The quiet peace settling inside you is real. The pull toward newness is real. These are the first signs of what I am revealing. Do not cling to what is behind you. The past was a teacher, not your home. Each difficulty smoothed your path. Each heartbreak softened your compassion. Each delay prepared your spirit. My beloved one, what I kept hidden for your protection is now being released for your elevation. What once felt withheld will soon feel like perfect timing. What once felt empty will soon overflow. You are stepping into the exact place I have been preparing for you. Trust the shift. Trust the stirring. Trust the gentle unfolding of this next season. My child, your readiness is not imagined. It is real, and heaven has already begun to move. My child, breathe with me now, for this final part of my message carries the weight of blessing alignment and holy timing. You have stepped into a threshold, not because you pushed your way here, but because your spirit has grown through every quiet battle, every unseen tear, every moment you kept walking, even when you felt weary. Heaven has watched your resilience, and I have counted every step that led you to this moment. My beloved one, you spent so long feeling torn inside, torn between following me and wondering whether your needs would still be met. You feared that surrendering to my guidance might cost you stability or dreams. But hear me gently. I never intended for you to choose between me and the things you need. I am the God who provides as you walk with me. Purpose and provision were always meant to flow together in your life, not fight against each other. This new season will show you that closeness to me does not limit you. It aligns you. It brings clarity where confusion lived. It brings peace where fear once whispered. It brings opportunities that fit who you are becoming, not who you used to be. You will begin to see that nothing I withheld was meant to hurt you. Everything was timed with care. My precious child, I saw the desires you set aside because your heart sensed a higher call. I saw you choose patience when frustration pressed heavily. I watched you give even when it stretched you. I saw when you stayed faithful in silence, when walking away felt easier, when hope flickered, but you refused to let it die. None of this was overlooked. And now, I am fulfilling the promises I whispered to you in the quiet. Peace is returning to your breath. Calm is finding your thoughts. The opportunities that once slipped from your hands will come again, but this time they will meet a wiser, steadier, more spiritually rooted version of you. This is not luck or coincidence. This is my timing, unfolding with precision. I am not only healing what hurt inside you, I am expanding your capacity to receive joy, love, and blessing without fear. What I place in your hands next will not overwhelm you. It will uplift you. It will strengthen you. It will open doors that no opposition can close. But listen closely, my beloved. As you rise, doubt may try to follow you. The adversary may whisper, "Why you? Why now?" He may point to your imperfections and ask whether you deserve what is coming. But I answer with truth. You are chosen for this, because you endured, because you kept your heart soft, because you continued to seek me, even when the world around you grew dim. You carry marks from past struggles, but they are marks of refinement, not shame. I am not looking for outward perfection. I am looking for a heart that yields, listens, and trusts, and you have shown me that again and again. My child, before you ever took form, before the world shaped you, before your first sorrow touched your spirit, I called you worthy. Worthy of love, worthy of honor, worthy of blessing you did not have to earn. You rise now, because this is the moment I appointed for you to rise. The stillness settling inside you is not emptiness, it is confirmation. Your spirit is aligning with my timing. Old burdens are loosening. Old fears are dissolving. What once felt impossible will soon become natural. But with every new purpose comes resistance. Do not be surprised if old memories, doubts, or distractions try to surface. This is not regression. It is the final tightening before release. When this happens, breathe and return to my presence. Let my peace steady you. You are not breaking down, my precious one. You are emerging. Do not rush this season. Do not force what I am arranging. What I begin, I complete. What I promise, I fulfill. You are not entering endless battle, you are entering fulfillment. Before you step ahead, speak blessing over your next places. Speak peace into your home. Release what cannot follow you. Let gratitude prepare the ground beneath your feet. Lift your eyes, my beloved one. The atmosphere around your life is shifting. My spirit is already at work. Where you stand now is holy. Step forward with courage. My child, what lies ahead is beautifully prepared for you. My child, as this message draws to a gentle close, allow your heart to remain open in the stillness of my presence. Do not rush away from this moment for the quiet that surrounds you. Now is part of the blessing I am placing upon your spirit. What I have spoken over you has already begun to move in the unseen. You are not waiting for something to start. You are standing inside its beginning. My beloved one, the shift you have long hoped for is no longer distant. It is here, resting softly over your life, like morning light breaking through a long night. Even now, I am settling peace into the places where worry once lived. I am restoring calm to the thoughts that exhausted you. I am strengthening the parts of your heart that were worn thin from battles no one else knew about. You have entered your appointed moment, and nothing can take from you what I have set in motion. My precious one, breathe slowly and let this truth settle deep within you. Are not leaving this video the same way you arrived. Something inside you has been stirred, awakened, and lifted. This is not emotion. It is alignment. It is my hand steadying your path. Even in the valleys you walked through, my hand never left you. Even when you questioned your worth, I saw the goodness in you that you could not yet recognize. Even when you wiped away tears in quiet places, I counted each one and wove purpose from them. You have never been unseen. You have never been forgotten. My child, I want you to step into the coming days with gentleness toward yourself. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to strive, overthink, or rush ahead. What belongs to you will rise to meet you. What was meant for you will return with clarity. The burdens that once felt immovable will begin to loosen. Trust the timing I am arranging, slow, steady, intentional. You are learning to walk in my rhythm, not the world's urgency. My beloved one, carry this blessing with you, peace over your steps, strength for your inner being, clarity for your decisions, softness for your heart, and protection over every place you dwell. Let these words remain with you like a gentle whisper throughout your day. Whenever doubt tries to return, remember the warmth you felt while listening. Whenever fear tries to speak, remember the stillness that settled upon you. Whenever you feel alone, remember that I am closer than your own breath. If this message touched your spirit, my child, let its light continue by sharing it with another soul who may need the same peace you are receiving right now. Sometimes a single whisper can change the course of a heart. My precious one, I am grateful for this time with you. I am grateful for your openness, your listening, your quiet courage. Walk forward now with calm faith, knowing that I go before you, beside you, and within you. Until our next conversation, remain in my peace. Stay attentive to my gentle leading, and trust that what is unfolding is good, purposeful, and perfectly aligned for you.